So for those of you that keep up to date with Hypixel Skyblock, you'll know that summoning eyes are currently over 1 million coins. Now there are tens if not hundreds of different ways you can actually farm the Zealots, and a lot of people dispute what is the best. Today we'll be looking at one of the best budget ways to farm Zealots and make stonks. Anyway, let's get into the video. I hope you all do enjoy. Now, as you all know, Zealots have 13,000 health, and in order to farm them actually efficiently, you'll definitely need to be one-tapping them every single time. So that means that you need to be at a point in the game where you can do 13,000 damage on at least every hit. If you are at earlier stages in the game, then it might be useful to get yourself Ender Armor and an Enderman pet and get to work. Ultimately, the armor doesn't really matter, as long as you can one-tap the Zealots, all is good. Now I'm going to be sharing with you what I personally do when I'm farming Zealots, and what I personally think is probably the best on a relative budget. Okay, there's actually a dragon fight going on in the background, but we'll just ignore that for now. Now I personally use a Flower of Truth. Now to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter what's on the Flower of Truth, as long as you can actually do the damage that you need to do. The right click ability is obviously a big factor. And to be honest with you, it's very simple. There's nothing complicated whatsoever. I literally just run around. Make sure you've got a God Pot on. That's another thing. It is 400k, but it's definitely worth it. You want the speed. And you literally just... I don't even know what to say. I'd use the right click ability as much as you can. But obviously because of the speed that you've got. I mean, honestly, it's a very simple method. And I'm sure it's nothing out of the ordinary whatsoever. But it's just the way that I probably find it best to do. But the God Pot, to be honest, is the essential part, really. Now, I think it's probably important to mention that I guess a lot of people are going to realise about the price, and thus a few more videos are probably going to come out similar to mine. So I'd say if you're going to do this, then just do it quickly and take advantage of the high price, because once people start making videos, and more people know about the prices are just going to drop inevitably, because more people are actually going to be farming the Zealots. Now, to be honest, there's not really any right place to do this. Run around anywhere as long as you know that the Zealots are spawning. Over here's a good place. Usually it's fairly lowly populated compared to the rest of the actual area. But yeah, to be honest with you, there's not a massive knack to it. It's just literally running around and hitting Enderman, and that's all there is to it. To be honest with you, there's no point in dragging this on for any longer. Now I know a lot of people actually use frozen scythes. Like I think that guy up there is probably going to be using a frozen scythe. And they just sit up there, and obviously because the actual range of the frozen scythe is very far, you know, it's quite a good option. I know in the past a lot of people used to use explosive bows, but I don't know if they actually still work on Enderman. To be honest, I've always used the Flower of Truth, and it's always done me well. I used to grind them quite a lot, so I've sort of had a decent amount of experience in this field. To be quite honest, I've not really grinded them for a long time at the moment, but it still works, it's still good. Obviously, with the price being high, that also opens up opportunity to actually flip them on the bazaar. As you can see, the price difference isn't massive at the moment, but I think just before the price difference was a lot more. So I think a lot of people have been flipping these, hence why the price is so close to each other now. But on that field, I'd probably just say keep an eye on it, because it might be at some point where it is really profitable to actually flip them. But obviously, then again, it does take patience, and killing them and just selling them on does make. But on the bazaar flipping field, I'd probably just say keep an eye on it, because sometimes it's going to take a long time for you to actually make the profit. Obviously, bazaar flips, you know what they're like, they're a bit temperamental. But anyway, to be honest, there's not much else to it. It's fairly simple. This video was requested a fair bit in the Discord. I've been away for a couple of days, and when I came back, quite a few people were asking for this video. So here it is. Obviously, you may have a better way of farming Zealots, which I assume there probably will be a better way. But at the end of the day, a Flower of Truth is 3 million coins if you get a base one, so it's not really too bad. But anyway, I hope you all did enjoy this video. There will be a new episode of Week 2 Endgame coming out tomorrow at 5 o'clock GMT, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you've not already joined the Discord server, then make sure you do so. It's linked in the description as always. You should join. And finally, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you do leave a like. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.